Hey, how you doing? I just went to see Ender's Game, which is okay. Let me start out with, I was feeling a little guilty about paying money to see this movie because of the whole anti-gay controversy. I want to give this motherfucker any money. I went to the theater. There wasn't really nobody there. I read the book. I'll get to that in a second. But I didn't really like this movie. To be honest, I didn't like it. I didn't even stay for the whole thing. I'm gonna tell you something. But the whole anti-gay thing, okay, first of all, there's one scene in the movie that's vaguely anti-gay, these motherfuckers is in the barracks and they're like, everyone's got to go to their own gender's toilet. If someone goes to the wrong gender toilet, I'll neuter them. And it's okay, so no gender neutral bathrooms in the future. Okay, that is the least problems with this movie. The problems with this movie isn't the fact that it's anti-gay. The problems with this movie is that it's fascist. And, being anti-gay is just part of being fascist. Also being homoerotic, but being homophobic too, Man, homophobes love homoeroticism. Why is that? Because they're gay, and they don't want to tell nobody. So, getting back to this movie about the whole thing with the thing. Okay, here's the thing. So it's just pseudo-fascist Chinese future where you got to pay to have a certain amount of kids, and aliens invaded, and we almost died or whatever. And so the plot of this movie is that there's aliens, that bug aliens, of course, right, that is going to kill America and everybody else. And the only way to save the world is to teach these kids space football and psychologically torture them into becoming psychopaths. Okay, here's what's wrong with that. All right. The thing is, first of all, I went to a prep school, fucking guy, and they had guns and they were real good at rugby. So this movie hit a little close to home for me. But if I see if I don't see another movie from the science fiction fascist future where this one 11-year-old boy's Earth's last hope, yada yada yada. I couldn't even say my ex-girlfriend, and she was asking for it. You know what I mean? And then she was like, nah, and which was a good thing. But the point is, this movie was terrible, and the whole idea that this one 11-year-old boy has to be psychologically tortured to becoming a psychopath so he can train a fleet of people to commit genocide against these space Asians or whatever. I don't know. Really? What about team sports that are cooperation? It's they're all training and shit forever, and he nearly kills 2 other boys in bully fights. Twice that happens. Not in one fight, 2 separate times. And nah, and the thing is, I read the book, at the end it turns out that the reason the insect people was killing us is because they're insects, and they didn't even know that we were people. They just thought we were drones, and they were getting us out of the way, and they were grabbing resources. And once they realized that, they stopped. But we only found that out after they murdered everybody, and I didn't really want to stay to watch this 11-year-old boy commit genocide against the whole race of aliens. That's my worst nightmare. Going to prep school and being psychologically tortured into becoming a genocidal maniac. That's not a good message for people to watch. Never mind, is this dude secretly gay and he hates gay people? Should teenage boys and girls and young boys and girls go to a movie where the underlying message is the only way to protect your family is by committing appropriate violence? And I've got that message. I've been raised on science fiction movies, and they all have the same fucking plot. This one white man is going to save everybody by killing the right people or the wrong people or whatever. Nah, I didn't even, I just walked out. I was I don't want to watch this 11-year-old kid just kill all these nice bug people for no fucking reason. You know what I mean? Fuck that.